All right, let's play some Blitz. Yeah, let's go with e5 once again against e4. Let's see what our opponent comes up with. Okay, Ruy Lopez. I'm going to play the main line stuff here, at least until here. And then I like to play the open variation. Okay. All right, it's Blitz, and I'm going to play the Riga variation here. Don't try this at home, folks. Actually, do try this at home. It's really fun. You can, if you're not afraid of getting a draw as black, it's a pretty good drawing weapon. The way that white has to beat this is very counterintuitive. Okay, I think okay, we've just got a exchange variation with a little bit of benefit for me, I think. Like a pawn benefit, which I will happily take. Let's just get castled first. The bishop c5 would have been a little more aggressive there. Let's bring that knight back. Okay, this extra pawn isn't worth a whole lot unless we make some exchanges, some pawn exchanges on the queen side, and I can actually make a passer. But I also have the bishop pair, so I'm quite happy here. And I can force a queen trade at any point. I think this move was actually, well, this rook e1 move might become redundant for white if I can just kick that knight and trade queens. Yeah, I'm just going to castle. I didn't want to trade queens right then because it left my c7 pawn kind of hanging. Maybe I have ideas of... oh yeah, knight d5 looks really good now. This... he's very likely to straighten out my pawns. Probably go bishop d2 though. All right, I feel like I'm in the driver's seat here. Let's see if I can stay there. Since coming back a couple days ago, winless on Blitz games, so my rating has kind of crashed. I'd like to see that above 2,000 again. Okay, that's one option. That is a bold option, I have to say. I think I'll just grab these bishops. Go with bishops against knights here. Yeah, let's improve that bishop, gaining some time on the queen. Okay, this bishop will be happy right here. Happy enough, I think, while I get other stuff running. Okay, I'm up a doubled pawn and the bishop pair, and a little bit up on time. I'm going to provoke some weaknesses here. probably g6, right? g3, I should say. In which case, queen h3 makes a nice threat of bishop g4. Bing bang, a boom is the threat. Not recognizing the threat. I think I can just carry this out. I mean, he's got knight g5. Bishop g4, knight g5, I just take, right? Yeah. Got some calmer music this time. Yeah, okay, this... I mean, I'm still winning the exchange even if I just drop my queen back to h5 here, right? I'd rather be up with the queens off the board, though. Might as well. Okay, we got a resignation. I was probably going to go h6 just to shut down that knight. Okay, let's just look at it quick. Yeah, the Riga variation, a lot of players, even guys who play the Ruy, don't see this very much, and they actually might think it's a mistake, but it's an opening. Let's look at the board, analysis board. It's an opening, and not only that, it has lots of barbs. I've won a lot of black, a lot of games, blitz games as black in this variation. D4 is probably the best move for white here. But this is the wrong follow-up. This just allows me to get away with a pawn, and actually taking with the b pawn might have been better here. Well, I've equalized at the very least. The main move is, of course, oh yeah, rook to e1. Okay, yeah, that's the main move. There's a really crazy line. Super fun stuff here. You just go d5, and now after this capture, this knight is really under a lot of pressure here, and it looks like the only move you can think about making is something like bishop d7, but actually bishop d6 is the move. And after this obvious move, you swing your, the reason for bishop d6 is revealed. You've got this, and if black takes, you come here with a check, like such. He has to go back, and then you've got perpetual on these two squares. If black doesn't take, which he shouldn't, I'm sorry, if white doesn't take, which he shouldn't, you swing out here anyway. And now this crazy forcing line, white has to play rook takes e4, temporarily, and giving up an exchange. Remember, he's up a whole piece at this point. But now, he has to give the piece back, kind of, with queen here, which forks the king and queen. Notice that there's nothing white can do to stop this mate otherwise. So, not even with these discoveries with the bishop, because I'm going to block that with an attack on the bishop, and he can't hit anything with the knight, anything of value anyway. So he has to take, that's a check, and he has to go here. Most white players will find this, but they might find themselves, we're going to trade these final pieces here, they might find themselves in a position where they've got the bishop pair, but they're down, look, he's got 5 pawns to my 7, down 2 pawns, and he's got a bit of a development issue here. All I need to do is castle. Well, all I need to do, black is not ideal either on development. But I like black in this position. Now, grandmasters will play this and probably win with white most of the time. The bishop pair, the 2 pieces versus a rook is better for elite level, even when there's a 2-pawn difference. But by the numbers, black is actually up a pawn here if you count the rook. And a pawn, 1 pawn worth the 2 pieces. Anyway, I've hardly ever seen it come to this. Usually you get crazy stuff like, instead of going here, you get king f1, which is just losing. You play queen h4 anyway, and it's just too much pressure on the black king. It's crazy because this discovery is just always looming. And you really generally don't want to take and then give up the rook in the corner, of course. But it's all about hunting down that white king. So if you like feisty in your chess, try the Riga variation. Great stuff. All right, it's been fun. Finally got a Blitz win. Let's hopefully keep it going in the future. Check you next time.